7. Captain America.
Now,
let me just say, before he even begins, this only made it because it was so high on his list.
Yeah, well, I'm going to say the exact same thing
low
about Spider-Man.
On my list, because if you're sick of the usual Marvel superhero movies, you're not going to like this one. It's just a stereotypical superhero movie with nothing special except Scarlett Johansson, if you like her a lot.
I really will never understand that. I thought this was anything but stereotypical. It was, first of all, I've always loved Captain America. I thought the first one was fun. I know you didn't like the first one. But I've always liked the character. And I thought this one added sweet action. It was a great follow-up movie from the Avengers. What
even is this?
It's Healing Sad. Put it back.
Oh, Harrison.
Anyway, as I was saying, I'm in the middle of a monologue. It had cool action. It had a really great story. It was a superhero movie and a political thriller. And also if you added,
terrible.
Would you put that down? And it was really, and if you watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. too, it tied into some of the mysteries going on with that, which might have made me love it even more.
Can't sleep without it.
This one was on my it was number 4 on my personal list. I don't understand why this schmuck didn't like it.
6. Now we have a real superhero movie.
This
the
should
Amazing
not have
Spider-Man 2.
Okay, I get to rattle this
Yet
first.
again, lives up to its name.
Okay,
I'll let you go first.
It wasn't. I can't say it quite lived up to its name. It wasn't amazing. Look, I had a good time with the first one. I didn't love it as much as you. I was expecting it'd be kind of like the second. And the second one, I liked better than the first one. The story was good. I love Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone.
Continue.
And Emma Stone, and it was really cool, and I enjoyed it, but they tried to overstuff it, and it wasn't amazing. It was fun. I enjoyed it, and definitely not better.
Okay.
Wait, I'm not done. I'm not done, and definitely not better than Captain America. This was like my number 11 or 12. No, it was number 15. But
done?
It would have been in my honorable mentions. You can go ahead.
This movie has everything you can want in a movie. It was my number 1 of the year on my personal list.
You still cinched the stuffed animal too, by the way.
I do not, actually. I did, though. It was a cute little Pooh Bear I was given when I was like 3.
Good for you.
But I haven't slept with it in years, which I should start again.
You do have a Buzz Lightyear hat, though.
Yeah, and it's awesome.
So is my teddy bear.
No, well, okay. Listen, though. It has everything you could want in a movie. It has action, a great plot that'll keep you hanging, an incredible script, has phenomenal acting.
Good acting, yeah.
And it has romance, drama, great special effects. It has humor. Andrew Garfield is hilarious in it.
Andrew Garfield it was so good.
And really, it's just complex. It's mysterious. It has mystery, especially with parts concerning his father in the beginning. And what trumps it all, Emma Stone.
Yeah,
she's the best. I love her.
Look, the best part of the movie for me
she could not be more adorable than she is in this movie. Gwen Stacy is the perfect woman.
I think the story was a little overstuffed, and the action was not incredible.
This guy and critics will tell you that it tried to do too much. But I think that's just some little rule they have with movies. You can't do this much in a movie. No. Yes, it's stuffed, but it does it all
They do
great.
it pretty well.
That's what people aren't looking at. It does it all phenomenally. It's a beautiful movie. It's a beautiful woman. It tells a beautiful story.
I really think it would have been better if they had focused on the Green Goblin. I mean, Elektra was fine, but I didn't think they needed him.
Great movie.
Okay.
Next we have Mockingjay.
This was good.
It basically I don't really love Mockingjay. It's my least favorite book of the series.
It didn't have to be made into 2 movies.
Yeah, and here's the thing, though. Everything that I hate about the book comes in what will be in the second part.
See, I think the second one's going to be better than this one.
This one, not a lot happens in this part of the book, and they stay true to it all, so you would think it would be boring, but they do it perfectly. I literally think this movie is as good as it could have been.
Oh, it is, and the one thing that I am glad about that they split it into 2, I felt if they made it into 1 movie, they would have had to rush through some of the emotional character parts that they were able to focus on more since they split it up. So I liked that, and I thought it was as good as it could have been.
And Jennifer Lawrence, once again, amazing.
Yes,
And
Jennifer Lawrence.
when she sings The Hanging Tree, you want to just get in with those rebels and fight to your death, you know?
You do. Yeah, you do.
It's stirring. I had chills.
Mhm.
I had chills,
Yeah.
Harrison. Shivers.
It was great.
Number 4, Guardians of the Galaxy. This is the epitome of a well-done, fun movie.
Yeah, fun.
Just a really fun movie in multiple ways. It has fun action, and you know, you're traveling through space with all these guys.
It's as much of a comedy as it is an action
and then
film.
it's hilarious. Chris Pratt, probably one of Hollywood's hottest actors right now.
You just said hottest actors.
Yeah, in terms of, well, in multiple ways.
I know.
I mean, if you've seen Parks and Rec, you know this guy is hysterical.
Seen Parks and Rec, but he was amazing in Guardians. I loved him.
And I love the show. I love this movie. He's a phenomenal actor and a hilarious guy. And then you have possibly the greatest soundtrack of all time in one of these types of movies.
The soundtrack, just listening to the soundtrack made it funny. And honestly, who I don't know if I'd say is better than Chris Pratt, but is on the same level, is Bradley Cooper as Rocket. He's totally stole the show for me.
It was a great movie.
Yeah.
And number 3, we have X-Men Days of Future
Past.
This is what I'll say about the
first,
movie.
then I'll go on.
It's basically an incredibly made, well-done movie.
Amen.
That you will love.
Yes.
And is everything you want from an X-Men movie, which I love the series, until the end. I won't give anything away, but this end, it still got high on my list because of 99% of the movie, but that last 1%, the ending, almost ruined it for me.
I don't understand why.
It's a terrible ending.
No, it's not a terrible ending. Okay, look, I loved this movie so much. I had been so psyched for this as long as I heard that they were adding the original cast and the new cast, because I loved the original cast and I loved what they did with X-Men First Class. And I just thought they tied the stories together so well. It was so cool seeing old and young Xavier and old and young Eric do their thing. And I know you didn't like the ending. I love the ending because, okay, this isn't an X-Men review, but I mean, you know, we have different views on some of the X-Men movies. But I know they kind of. I'm going to give slight spoilers here because hopefully you have seen it, and if you like movies and you're watching this video, I assume you'll have seen X-Men. So I mean. The ending, it made me feel the way I felt at the end of Inception. It was like this twist that I wasn't expecting. It was a throwback to the old ones. It was so cool. And I mean, it was a gutsy move for sure, and some people, like this guy, obviously didn't like it. I loved it. It was one of my favorite movies of the year.
I mean, I still loved it. Because it had a Hugh messing people up, you know, Wolverine.
Yeah.
And, as always, great.
And Jennifer Lawrence.
Okay. Second, we have The Hobbit, The Battle of Five
Yes.
Armies. I mean, we both can agree this series is just not on par with Lord of the Rings. But we both love Lord of the Rings so much that these movies are still very special and good. And I think we both agree it was our second favorite movie of the Hobbit series. We both like the first one better.
I want to see the third one again before. I liked it better than the second one. It's at least
definitely better than the second one.
I think it's at least on par with the first one.
I think I still like the first one better
Okay.
and had the most heart. But the third one, I mean, it's called The Battle of Five Armies. You're going to need to expect more than half of it to just be a battle. But it's really awesome and it's fun. And what's not a battle is really good dialogue that stays true to the characters, and it's it has a lot of heart.
Honestly, I thought they had. Some people think it was a battle, no story. I thought, I mean, it probably didn't have. No, it didn't have to be made into 3 movies. But what they did was fine. The build up to the battle, I thought, was really well executed. You know, and I thought more of it was going to be just like people coming and fighting each other, which was cool, but I love that they focused only like half on that and half on the one-to-one combat fights. Those were so awesome.
And the scene at Dol Guldur
hold on, I'll get to that in a sec. And the throwback, that threw me back to Lord of the Rings from the fight. The fight with like Thorin and Azog, so cool, I loved it.
Now, there are going to be some classic Legolas moments that are just laugh out loud.
Okay, little over the top.
That can't happen.
We've come to expect that
funny
from the Hobbits at this point. And, you know, I love the fact that they had the auction at the end. I mean, I don't know if it sounds like you don't even remember that happened, but I actually read the book recently, so I remember that that's what happened, and that was hilarious. They did that so well. And yes, the Dol Guldur scene, that is what has impressed me so much that Peter Jackson has added in the Hobbit movies. And this last, but the scene in this was just with Saruman and Elrond just kicking butt against the Nazgul, who aren't quite Nazgul yet, and it was so cool. I loved the scene.
It was a good movie.
It was good.
Well done.
I dressed up as a Hobbit again.
Number 1.
1, 2, 3.
Interstellar. All right.
Mm.
This movie is classic Nolan.
Yeah.
Mind-bending, mind-blowing movie.
Amazing.
It takes you on an epic journey.
Absolutely. It's
in
a
which you
journey.
enjoy the whole ride.
Mhm.
And it, yet again, just... He is the man. He blows
He
your
is the
mind.
man.
Yet again. Over and over and
I know.
over again. What a man.
I don't understand why this movie only got subpar. I mean, some people liked it. Other people thought it was fine. I don't know anyone who legitimately didn't like it.
Yeah, I mean, I loved it.
Okay, some people think some of the stuff is slightly over the top. It's a science fiction movie. It's not going to be entirely accurate or realistic. And I mean, I was so psyched for this. It met my expectations. And seeing it, seeing it in the IMAX theater, it was so amazing. Visually, it was spectacular. The twist at the end that I was hoping for was there. It was the huge payoff. Matthew McConaughey was amazing. The story was great. The dialogue was great. I love this movie so much. This wasn't just, to the number one on the collective list. It was the top of mine. I don't know why the frick
Number
Spider-Man.
2 for me. It's number 2 for me.
Why, I don't know why.
Great
Spider-Man
movie,
was
but
above
Spider-Man is
Interstellar.
everything you can want from a movie. Interstellar's number 2.
Interstellar is my number
well done
one.
movie.
Yes.
Look at this guy.
Amazing.
What a stud. You've probably been looking at it the whole time,
that's
but
great.
it's a good.
Why did you bring this up?
I just brought it.
Okay. All right. Well, that is the end of our list.
And a ridiculously long video.
Yeah, it is.
That was Harrison's idea.
But you should
and I
totally
just
watch
did
it.
because
I
love him.
I hope you watched
I'm
it
not
all.
this much of a
You
dork.
had fun doing this. It's fun. We should do this more often. Yeah. Okay.